our chief guest, Dr. Keegan. I was concentrating on your sermon until I lost it. Dr. Hezron Omolo, like my uncle, your story has touched me big time. God bless you. All protocols observed. Our graduates, parents, you're most welcome.
All right, this is the richest Kenyan musician, Kenyan artist. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's a very beautiful day today. We are celebrating our hard work. Celebrating excellence. Alright, asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Let's get seated. Each and every one of you, 100,000. It's our more 2027. Alright? And also, you guys have been patient enough. You've been here since the beginning of the program. And I have to let you appreciate yourselves for your patience, for your resilience. Alright, I would like us, first of all, I would love to welcome Rakwaro to introduce us to all this, the beautiful. Alright? So, anapokuja. Umeona vile vitu ambavyo zinahusika na Charles na reflection na nini beauty and above. Beauty and see, let's keep beauty and what? So as she comes, nataka kusikia mkimpokea. As she introduces us to all this, let's welcome Ruth Rakwaro.
Dr. Hezron Omolo, Head Division of Professional Standards, Ministry of Health, Dr. Max Felopon, GMD RFH Healthcare. Duncan Gateru, Director Internal Audit, RFH Healthcare. Mr. Nicholas Kaweru, Chief Executive Officer, RFH Healthcare. Dr. Joan Kunenjui, Head Supply Chain and Systems, RFH Healthcare. Paul Okot, CFO and CEO, Redleaf. Mr. Morris Maingi, Chief Operations Officer. Madam Boss mwenyewe, our keynote speaker, entrepreneur and human resource professional, insurance partners, financial partners, academic partners, parents, friends, and students. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm very happy to welcome all of you to this function. My best view is on the right. I see so many people who go through my hands. I have never been so proud. Thank you so much for showing up in your best form. So I'd like to move quick enough to welcome our CEO, Mr. Nicholas Kaweru, to welcome us to his house. Apart from Sarah being the main host, Mr. Kaweru is also our father today. So welcome, Mr. Kaweru.
Division of Professional Standards, Ministry of Health, Dr. Maxwell Akothee'S, GMD, RFH Healthcare, Dr. Gateru, Dr. Joan Kunenjui, Paul Okot, Morris Maingi, all key staff at RFH Healthcare, Honorable James Kariuki, the MCA Roy Ward, and of course, the keynote speaker, Esther Kodubokeo, entrepreneur and human resource professional, to our graduates, all parents, all visitors, karibuni sana. We apologize, we are starting a little bit late, but sometimes it's better late than never. To our graduates, congratulations, and to everyone, karibuni. Karibuni to RFH Healthcare. We are very proud to have you here, and we hope that you will enjoy your stay with us. Karibuni again. Thank you.
Good morning again. You will see me smile a lot, and it's because of my view on the right, more than anything else. So we'll move quick to the next item on our program today, which is introduction. I have done that, and my academic speech, before we move to invite the commencement speaker and our keynote speaker for the day. So students, this is my favorite part. And this is to you, 100%. My graduation speech for today is titled, Embracing Endless Opportunities, a Graduation Journey of Courage, Passion, and Making a Difference. Does that sound good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. It is again an honor to address this year's graduating class. As a tutor, it is times like this that make my job most rewarding. It is my great pleasure to share in the intensity of emotions that fill this tent today. As you, the graduating class, close this chapter of your life story. As you gather here to celebrate your achievements, it is essential to reflect upon the journey that has led you to this very moment. Looking back, you have endured countless late-night study sessions, overcome academic hurdles, and forged lasting friendships. You have grown as individuals, acquiring knowledge and experiences that have shaped you into the resilient and capable individuals that you are today. In line with this year's graduation theme, which is health education, innovation and research, you graduate in a century still in its infancy, at a time in history when the world is dealing with enormous challenges, but also at a time when opportunities created by those challenges have never been greater. You are technology natives, born and educated in technological world, and your electronic social networking has shrunk the known world. So, as you venture into the unknown, may you embrace the endless possibilities that await you. Your journey may not always be smooth, but it is in those moments of challenge that you'll discover your true potential. As you deal with both excitement and doubts, you will not always bend the world into shapes you want, but promise yourselves today to always make real and true effort. Now, in the face of adversity, let us remember the lessons learned during your time here. May you draw strength from the support of your loved ones, John Charles community, and the unwavering belief you have in yourselves. There's a saying that goes, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Well, that's the biggest misconception. And I'll quote Tim Cool, the Chief Executive Officer for Apple Inc. You will work harder than you ever thought possible, but the tools will feel lighter in your hands. Now, as you go into the world, don't waste time on the problems that have been solved. Look for the rough spots, the problems that seem too big, the complexities that other people are happy to work around. It is in those places that you'll find your purpose. It is there that you'll make your greatest contribution. As I near the end of my speech, students, in this next phase of your lives, may you never forget the memories and friendships you have cultivated during your time at John Charles Medical Training College. For these have shaped you in ways that transcend academia. Finally, I'll challenge you with the words of one Stephen Colbert. You're about to start the greatest improvisations of all. With no script, no idea what's going to happen, often with people and places you have never seen before, and you're not in control. So, say yes. And if you're lucky, you will find people who will say yes back. Thank you so much to the graduating class. Now, we'll move quick to the next item on the program. Back to the high table. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, our commencement speaker, whose presence here today means so much to us. Is Dr. Hezron Holo, Head Division of Professional Standards, Ministry of Health. His interests in medical education and research, health products and technologies, and overall health system strengthening are very relevant to our graduation theme today, which is health education, innovation, and research. And before he gets out, I'd like to request all of you to get up on your feet, give a hearty clap as we welcome our commencement speaker.
May we be seated. I will reverse the protocol and I will start with the graduating class of 2023. This is the second graduation of John Charles College. The General Medical Director, Royal Family Hospital, Dr. Maxwell Okoth. The keynote address, keynote speaker of today, Madam Esther Okoth. Members of the faculty of John Charles Medical Schools, parents, and members of Royal Family Hospital, all protocol observed, good morning. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Can I hear the celebration and jubilation of the graduating class? Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Hezron Omolo. I'm the head of Division of Professional Standards and Human Resource for Health at the Ministry of Health in the Government of the Republic of Kenya. I am indeed very grateful and honored to be invited here today to be a chief guest in this important graduation ceremony, the second graduation of John Charles Medical School. I would wish to say without fear of contradiction that the Ministry of Health and the Government of the Republic of Kenya has prioritized universal healthcare coverage as one of the fifth government key agenda. In our universal healthcare coverage, there are 4 pillars that have been identified to support deliver the universal health coverage. Number 1 is healthcare financing that we are intending to achieve through restructuring of the current National Health Insurance Fund into Social Health Authority and Social Health Insurance Fund. The second key pillar is the digital health and digital technology, which is going to be very important in improving efficiency of service delivery in healthcare space. And the third one is health product technology, as we all aware that without health products and technology, there is no way we'll be able to access the care that we need. But the fourth, which happens to fall under the division that I lead, and is key amongst all, and the reason why we are here today is human resources for health. So human resources for health is a critical pillar of healthcare system, one of the WHO 6 healthcare system building block. According to us in Kenya, it's one of the 4 key pillars of the universal healthcare coverage. The WHO projects by the year 2030, there will be a global shortage of human resource for health, 10 million in the entire world. 80% of the 10 million, which makes 8 million, will be in the sub-Saharan Africa, where Kenya and this Royal Family Hospital and John Charles College falls. At the Ministry of Health, under the division that I lead, we have decided to make some reforms. And these reforms look into 4 critical areas. And I will start with the end as I come back to the first. Number 1 is labor migration. Number 2 is labor production. Number 3 is labor regulation. And number 4 is labor dynamics. 2 are important for us here today. One is labor production, and the second one is labor regulation. We are here to graduate the students who have done healthcare assistant. This is the process of producing quality healthcare system, quality healthcare professionals that will help us deliver the critical universal healthcare coverage. But the most important is the second one, which is labor regulation. We, as the Ministry of Health, have recognized that there are 43 cadres in the health space. Out of the 43 cadres within the health space, only 13 of them are regulated. The 33, the 30 unregulated cadres, including healthcare assistants. And at the ministry, we have prioritized this key amongst many other things to ensure that there is proper regulatory framework that ensure accreditation, licensing, and regulation of this critical cadre. I want to emphasize that in this current universal healthcare coverage, where human resource for health is a critical pillar, there will be a need to have the support of healthcare assistance in different levels of service provision. One of the critical level of service provision is primary healthcare. Well, within the Ministry of Health, we managed to pass a bill called Primary Healthcare Act. Has been ascended to by the President, that also creates a very critical networks of primary care networks. Within this, we will find the need to employ or to have healthcare assistants who can also work within our communities as as community health promoters, amongst other hospital-based and clinical service areas where they will be able to support the healthcare service delivery. I would wish to say more about the production of workforce, but I know that we have a keynote speaker that will be coming behind me. But one thing I would not want to say, leave this stage without saying, is the similarities between my journey and the journey of this Royal Family Hospital. This is a hospital that started as a small facility, a clinic within a small building, as just a rental place, and has grown to have branches across this county, and maybe looking forward to having branches across the nation. But why am I talking about the resemblance of the journey of this facility and my journey in life? It's a story that I rarely say, but I want to say it today so that you feel encouraged that you have started at the right place. I'm a 13th born amongst 13th, born over 54 years old mother, which all of you who are working in the healthcare system would say that is postmenopausal and incapable of giving back. But where I was born, as I was growing up, there are things that I saw that changed my life completely. One amongst them was that in the month of April, I lost my sister, Pamela Chip. And in the same month of April, I lost my brother, Peter Nyani. And in the same month of April, I lost my father, Silvano Sumolo. The most important thing is that they happened on 12th, 13th, and 14th of the same month. This made me change my area of interest. Initially, I wanted to go and do actual science at the University of Nairobi, and then things changed there. In my mind, I believe that if only I had the opportunity to have a relative or myself working within the facility, then my family would have not suffered 3 losses, a catastrophic loss within those 3 days in the same month. But what then could I do? I decided at that point to start a journey. Although I had an entry grade to the university and had been taken to do a regular course, I decided that I wanted to do healthcare assistance, a course related to health. At that point, it found when everybody had been taken in the university to do medicine, and I could not afford to take medicine at degree level. Considering that 2 of the 3 were critical support system in our family. So what did I do? I decided that I will do a course within healthcare system regardless of where I start. So I joined Akothee'S Medical Training College as a student taking clinical medicine and surgery. After a period of 3 years, it was a struggle because I was not able to provide the school fee that was needed there. When people were doing exams, I was stopped from doing exams because I did not have I had not completed the fee. But eventually I happened to do the exam. Of interest is that when I did it, I was number 1 in the whole country. Amongst the people who took the diploma in clinical medicine and surgery that year. But when I left that place, I was supposed to join an internship facility. I found myself in Kijabe Mission Hospital, where I was taking my internship as a clinical medicine. During my period there, my work was seasoned with a lot of dedication and commitment, and I thought that this is just to make sure that no other family suffers a catastrophic loss like my family did suffer. While there, I did not know that there were very many people who are noticing. Most of the time, you don't know who is watching. It can be the person who will take you to the next level, but it can also be the person who will take you to account for your action. But in my case, I was there at the right time, where I met the person that God had intended to put for me there to be able to start my next journey. One day when I was doing my ward round and we walked into the theater to continue with our daily surgeries as it were, one of the surgeons who was a short-term mission staff asked me, "Why did you do surgery?" He did not know that I was a clinical officer. This was because of the competency that I had exuded during the time of service delivery. And I told him, no, Mr. Dr. Lay, I'm not a doctor to start with. I'm a clinical officer. Well, he's an Australian, so he did not even know what clinical officer meant. And then I continued explaining, showing the model of the United States where we have physician assistant. So when I explained it, they say, then realized that, how comes you are so good at what you are doing yet you have not studied? He asked me, would you want to go to school? Then I said yes. That was the big journey. Remember, one person who was not able to afford to pay School of Clinical Medicine at the KMTC now got a chance to study medicine. Because somebody was watching the good one. Don't despise the humble beginning. That is the beginning of this hospital, and it's the beginning of my journey. Today, I have been charged with one of the biggest responsibilities, regulating all the healthcare professionals in this country. Whether you are a healthcare assistant, or you are a professor of neurology, or you are a cardiologist. That person who started down there, that person who had an humble start. And remember, why I started this journey is because there was lack of unprofessionalism in management of my family members, because some of them died due to medical negligence. Now I've been given the responsibility by the government of the Republic of Kenya, under the leadership of our CSL, Honorable Susan Nakumicha, to be able to deliver the good quality standards of healthcare provision. But where did we start? Where did we start? This is a challenge to all of you who are sitting today. As a healthcare assistant, that is not going to be the end of the journey. Make sure that you form part of that critical workforce and you be good at it, that the government of Kenya wants and the global is in dire need of. Remember, there is a shortage of 10 million healthcare workers by 2030, and 8 million of them will be in sub-Saharan Africa. How are you prepared to walk the talk? How are you prepared to be part of the journey and be that critical resource that we need when it comes to that time that now we will be needing doctors, we will be needing nurses, and we'll be needing clinicians, and we'll be needing healthcare assistants. But what I'm challenging you today, that you are starting, not your end. You may be the next minister, you may be the next head of division of professional standard, you may be the next director general of this, and probably you may be the next CEO of Royal Family Hospital. So don't despise the humble beginning. I am told that whenever I have the microphone, I tend to get verbal diarrhea, and I can still talk until the cows come home. So if I'm saying the right thing, please stand and clap for me as I go to sing.
All right, one more time, a big hand one more time. You know, I was actually seated and I was imagining, looking at all of you here. And I come to realize all of you here are because of a single decision. A single decision that was backed up. I was actually watching doctor's documentary. I've watched it a couple of times, and I watch it every time with my wife. A couple of times, I can't even count. And this started as a very small thing. And it did not start from the business point or to make money. If you've watched the documentary, I remember you talked about loans somewhere, you talked about debts, you talked about being unable to repay some of the loans and everything. And so who was the beneficiary if they were indebted for something to happen? So there was something else. So even as you sit here, I don't have the audacity to advise you. But if I was to, I'll tell you that you have an opportunity to maybe go out there and start complaining to the government. You will complain 2027, try and elect somebody that you think will make things easier for you. And I want to tell you something. Whether you elect the person that you think will make it easier for you, the moment it trickles down, only a small percentage gets to you or affects you directly, some of the decisions. So if it were not for the decision of Dr. Maxwell, backed up by Dr. John Kinyanjui, all of us would not be here today. So many employees have been given jobs and opportunities. I'm standing here, and as much as I did public health, but I'm not here in the same capacity. I'm here as a comedian and as a host. But the job that they created has rippled down to entertainers. I bought my second plot working for RFH, Redleaf. RFH Redleaf. And I have told him a couple of times, and he's a very humble guy. And akijaribu kuwa humble, mimi simkubaliangi, by the way. I don't let him be humble. I have to accept where he is. And most of the time, if you allow me to say this, there's a time daktari alikuwa amesafiri akaenda Dubai. So I saw it on Instagram. And it was like, hey doc, send me your bank account so nikutume iPhone 14 ndio imetoka saa hizo. You know, when you're dealing with high profile people, you don't ask them for money and you don't take advantage of them. So tell them, send me your bank account so I can wire some money on your iPhone 14. Ilikuwa tumetoka. So toka kanizungusha. Nashanga, send me your tukiongea story simu na tumeweka simu ya red kana gani na nachagua, then he keeps quiet. So it actually became slippery, and then when we met, he asked me, what phone are you using? I told him iPhone 13 Pro Max. So what do you need the iPhone 14 for? What is it that iPhone 14 is going to do that iPhone 13 is not going to do for you? And so, to date, I never thought of upgrading to iPhone 14 or iPhone 15. I stopped having the pressure. So for that, I would like you to know that you are privileged to be learning from the cream and the cream. The best in the game, the best that we've never seen. So go out there and create an opportunity for yourself. You might be the savior for all of this. Doc might not save all of you. He has done what he can. He has inspired, changed lives, and now inspired your mindsets. Now go out there, create an opportunity for the rest of you and for other people. So I wish you all the best in whatever life is going to bring forth to yourselves. And I'm saying this because I want to introduce one superwoman that has also shown us that you can do it and you can make it beyond anything. We've seen a lot of single mothers complaining and, you know, baby daddy's not doing this, baby daddy do not doing this, no child support and everything. But here is a woman does not complain, rolls up her sleeve like a boss. And that is why we call her the Madam Boss. So if you allow me, in your honor, I would like to invite, let's also give her a standing ovation for what she has done. Let's welcome Madam Boss Akothee'S.
Allow me to walk through that so they can see my suit. Step off. You have to see that seat. Thank you. You may have a seat. Hapa kwa introduction, our chief guest, Dr. Kigen. I was concentrating on your sermon until I lost it. Dr. Hezron Omolo, like my uncle, your story has touched me big time. God bless you. All protocols observed. Our graduates, parents, you're most welcome. Allow me introduce my friend, my family, my bill checker, the first person who ever paid me 1 million shillings as an influencer. Wapi makofi ya Dr. Maxwell. I can't look at him while talking because I might break down. This man is an angel to all of us celebrities. Tunang'ang'ana na maisha. Acha tu. So zingine tuwezi lipa bill, fadhali tukuja refresh, hawezi kutuanika. Why si ni kweli? Why ni kweli mauongo? This is someone who holds celebrities very high. Most people don't have respect for celebrities. Dr. Maxwell, unless you step on his feet, and he will not even tell you, he will just keep off. But when you meet him next time, he will be still the same person that you messed up a few days ago. You wouldn't know. He's a man who does not hold grudges. As we are all here, this is a man who is less than 40 years old. Nasikia wasichana wanaenda kwa BLB. You want shortcut in life. Look at Dr. Maxwell. Less than 40. He's not a woman that he has something to go and sell for him to drive big cars and stuff. I call Dr. Maxwell a visionary. A visionary. He's a person with vision. He is not a dreamer. Dreamers are people who have wishful thinking. Dr. Maxwell is a doer and a vision bearer. The MD, the founder of Harefetch, and with his vision, he has now a school. I didn't know about this school. He's a person who does not brag. I knew about you guys 4 days ago. Big applause to Dr. Maxwell. No one tells you that he's not a person who's doing anything for showbiz or to show off. If I'm his friend and I learned about his school 4 days ago, I had to go and Google and I realized, the founder is... So I'm like, who is this guy? So I think I don't even know him until today. And it's better that way. He has supported me in many ways. He was the first person to give Akothee'S Foundation a check of 100,000 when I was doing an activation for feeding program in Turkana. He called me and said, come for a check. It was not 100, it was 200. Beggars have no shame. Sorry, Doctor, it was 200. And since then, he has not stopped supporting Akothee'S Foundation. He is one of the pillars of Akothee'S Foundation. He would wake up one day and just call me, Yami, Inkani. I'm like, I'm Mombasa team, I'm home. Like, where are you? I'm in Mombasa. I've seen your something online. You're going to Turkana. I've sent you something on your M-Pesa. And it's always a huge one. Just one SMS from Dr. Maxwell. I don't need any other fundraising. I am off and I'm going. That is Daktari for you. I told you I can't look at him or address him because I can break down. He is one person who believes in humanity. He is human. I know he gets hurt quite a lot. Because when you are on top, everybody who is down there wants to bring you to their level. Some of his family members would wonder why he cannot relate with you. he cannot relate with you. Sorry, he's not in your class. You will be talking about what? Anytime he will open his mouth, you will think he is boasting. When he will tell you that I have a school, Max anatuonyesha. And that's why, if it's possible, you keep circle of social capital. Nimesema? He's only 20 years old. Are the ones who say, I don't have friends. I don't. Ukifika league yake na Akothee'S na Dr. Maxwell, inakuwa ni social capital. Yule mtu ukipiga simu, M-Pesa inafanya delete, you don't have to go to BNB. So, now allow me to introduce myself. My name is Akothee'S. I am a mother of 5. I am a wife. Love. But I'm a wife to somebody's son. The groom is available because the bride is still alive. I am the president of single mothers, and most people get this thing wrong. It is not a title, neither is it a situation. It is a condition that can change anytime. Being a single mother, I'm depicting and carrying a story of a parent taking care of her or his own children without the privilege of the other partner. It is not a status. You don't become a single mother by choice. You do not become a single mother by nakutana na mtu. Like Luos are very bad. Luos. Avoid a woman's heart. It's crowded. Huyu anamwambia ukizaa muite baba yangu. Baby ukizaa muite mama yangu. As men are doing theory, women are busy doing practicals. Don't joke with us women. We are the ones carrying the shamba. Sasa wewe unabeba mbegu. Shamba yetu wewe imepaliliwa iko ready 24/7. Usitu ngero hiyo tunango kizungu. What is ngero, Dr. Maxwell in kizungu? Ngero. Don't tease us with babies. Don't. If you do it tomorrow you're a baby daddy. Sasa sikujua kama ulikuwa una joke. We don't know jokes as women. So if you know you don't want us to steal your mbegu, don't tease us. Just come, have fun, and go home. My list of single mothers is full. I know we have single mothers in the house and equally at the graduates. How many single mothers are in the graduate list? Clap for single mothers. You got an introduction. Shauri yangu ulinipatia microphone. Nimesafiri all the way from Rongo, so mtanisamea tu kidogo. It's only a single mother that is called a prostitute, because the person who made her pregnant is not visible. But maybe those who are married are even doing worse things compared to a single mother. Single mothers are very disciplined, and they're the worst people you can date. Coming to date a single mother needs some balls. You have to think. You come in, you have to step up as the father of those children. You cannot separate a single mother with their children. Utakanyaga frame. So as a single mother in the house today, just know I am your president, but it is enough of crying. You also in the game. A game of giving back to a child takes 2. That's why when you come to a refresh here, next time I would like to see men accompany their pregnant women in a refresh. Otherwise, we will not admit you. I'm asking for a job to become a HR from Dr. Maxwell. That was the introduction of single mother. When you get home, tell them being a single mother is not a condition. Neither is it a status. It can change anytime. It will only change when you have money in your pocket. That name single mother does not belong to someone who is 1 month pregnant, already calling herself everywhere, I'm a single mother of who? Can you take care of a dog? No. Ngoja mtoto azaliwe kwanza. Know the price of a pamper. Jua a refresh clinic ni pesa ngapi? Sio unaenda unashika kijana wenyewe 2 days. Nowadays women are very crazy. They know they are pregnant. Just that night, she's already pregnant. In our days, it will take me 3 months to realize I'm pregnant. Siku hizi wanashika mimba na osmosis. Vijana kaeni rada. Smart. I'm a philanthropist. I'm the CEO of Akothee'S Foundation. It's a non-profitable organization, and we have quite so many pillars. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of Akothee'S Safaris, travel tours and travel agency. I am the CEO of Akothee'S, the #1 marketing agency. Check here, Dr. Maxwell Mitao. God bless you, sir. I am the director of Akothee'S Academy. Akothee'S Academy is a school providing a holistic environment. We nurture, develop talents and character development. We are raising broken children. Therefore, the schools have to start nurturing these children because we have irresponsible, narcissistic parents, careless. But I don't judge them because I do not know their background. Some of us at our age, we were so broken when we were young. Well, me, I came from a rich family. I just decided to kufanya mambo yangu tu. But there are those who are orphans, which are almost 3/4, lost their parents through various things, so they do not have the capacity to bring up a child in a holistic, loving way. Therefore, as teachers, if you are here as a teacher, please change your attitude. Tuko pamoja? I'll take very short time. So my theme today will be on attitude. I heard his speech and it touched me quite a lot as to why he became a doctor. Attitude refers to a person's outlook, perspective, or way of thinking about something. It encompasses beliefs, feelings, and behaviors toward a particular person, thing, event, or situation. Choose a positive attitude. And this one goes to the doctors. I rarely go to the hospital. Doctors are on your case, nurses. Attitude belongs to you. Allow me to tell you that 3/4, 80% of people visiting hospitals are not sick. Those people are depressed. Your attitude will determine whether she will take a whole bag of penicillin or you can just give them Panadol and they're smiling home. This kind of patients will make trips back to the hospital just to come and see Nurse Irene. Not Nurse Judy or Nurse Atieno with an ugly attitude. And let me tell you something about attitude, parents. A positive attitude can make an ugly woman look so pretty. And it is true. You are as beautiful as your attitude. And an attitude, a wrong one, and an ugly attitude can make a pretty woman look so ugly. You walk into a room and everybody's like, "Aish." You are always carrying negative vibes around you because of your belief. You believe people are better than you. You believe everybody is looking at you. Why should they look at you? Are you a mango or something? And by the way, why should they look at you? So whenever you're walking, wake up in your house in the morning. Remember, I am a doctor from John Charles Medical Training College. I am going to work. The attitude you wake up with in the morning will define the rest of your day. And let me tell you, as Madam Boss, the attitude of my handlers has made me suffer, even in the hands of the government. Because of their attitude thinking they're carrying Madam Boss. So another give you everybody anyhow. You are putting my life in danger. Because I am vulnerable. Siwezi kushout. Bloggers watanipata napigana. Napigana kwa petrol station. No. I tell my drivers, when you arrive at the police station, kindly stop the car. Open the window. Greet this gentleman. Habari zenu wazee, with your teeth out. You never know what someone is going through. Maybe they lost it. They're standing in the sun from morning to evening. You are inside a V8 or a Prado with a C, driving your boss. Umetoka kukula pale Sankara. This man has been standing here since morning. Give him some flowers, give him some smile. It costs you nothing. Mkubwa. Wakitoma wakubwa nasikia raha. Mkubwa habari leo. Then when they ask you a question, answer. Driving license? Sawa sawa niko nayo. Mnaenda wapi? Nimepeleka mama nyumbani. Sawa. Have a good day. Jana wanaambia Madam Boss, anasahau yeye si Madam Boss. Anasahau pia Madam Boss akona Haters. Stop. Wewe fungua dirisha. Alafu nafungua kidogo. Wewe. Driving license kumbe hata expire. Uko na nani? Na boss. So you're already creating a scenario. This guy is getting agitated. I'm equally getting agitated behind there. And I don't want to embarrass you or embarrass myself. Then the guy realizes Madam Boss na kumbe ni hater. Umeniweka kwa shida. You see, you already make me vulnerable. So ile haraka tukutana nayo yenye, it has stopped. We have to wait for the officer. Tachukua driving license atende nayo. You can't do anything. Kwenda wangu. Yeah, so you see, attitude. Yule mwingine alifanya tukapita. Huyu sasa I'll have to come out, put my Madam Boss down, and now reason with this guy at his level. Unajua mkubwa. You know, these people, usijali. Why don't just give a smile? It costs you nothing. When you come to medical, unapata nurse akona mimba. Please, nurses, the moment you just get pregnant, announce it to your patients. Just walk in and tell them, Leo, so that we understand you. We come, you are our God. You are our second God. People who come to the hospital are negotiating, bargaining, buying and paying death. They are negotiating with death at a respectable distance. Yani kifo iko hapo na mimi niko hapa. You are in the middle. So you are a nurse. You already walk like you already died yesterday. With an ugly wig. Na makati zako zile stimulus. Then wewe. Listen. You remember?
Ano si mingi sana hiyo zisha.
Kwa HIV positive kama nini tumeambiwa? Mwanangu uko?
Kwa hapa na TikTok.
Then he decided to go with the document and never come back. Maybe this woman is positive, yes. Pregnant, yes. You don't know whether she was raped. And whatever is happening in the life of this woman, you have no idea. So she came to see you as her God. After all the frustration from the husband, the family, the mother-in-law, mara ameambiwa hakuwa anaweza kuzaa, huyu ndio mtoto wake wa kwanza. Be that nurse from John Charles Medical Training College. Otherwise, don't mention our name. Sema tunatoka Charles John. Don't mention John Charles. Walk and treat patients like one of the doctors that came from a school. Look at how Dr. Matron looks like. Angalia viatu ya boss wako paka kichwa. When you put on that nursing dress, madam, you are employed. Do you know why I went to school? It took me 14 years to graduate. I wanted to have a title. Madam Boss Akothee'S title ni Esther Akothee'S Human Resource Practitioner. Hata saa hii nataka kumuingia na daktari pale nyuma niombe kazi ya kwenda kutrain wafanyikazi. Si lazima tu hustle. When you dress in your clothes, walk into the hospital like a student from John Charles Medical Training College. Give people hope. If your patients are as weak and negative as you, and by the way, energies are contagious. Unapata mgonjwa amekuja, you know what her energy. Hey, speak up, mama, nini maana wewe? Uko salama? Everything okay at home? Watoto, you know, give her a smile. Do not kill her. I told you clearly, 60% of people coming to the hospital are negotiating death and putting death at a respectable distance. And who is the negotiator? Who is the mediator between death and patients? Who? Sasa kama wewe ulikufa when you were 20 and at 30 you are carrying, kuna nurses wengine daktari wanakuanga tuna nywele nyingine. Ukiingia unakuwa tunakuwa self discipline comes from self-love. You can't do well when you don't feel well. I mean, you are a nurse going to take care of patients. But some nurses equally look like patients. Other patients look beautiful than the nurse. Now you are even ugly, with an ugly attitude, with an ugly life, with an ugly husband, giving back to ugly children, living in an ugly estate. Excuse me, you are better removed out of where human beings are. We want to see beautiful. Look at my girl smiling. Always choose a positive attitude because choices have consequences. So when I say always choose a positive attitude, you give me because choices have consequences. Always choose a positive attitude
Because choices have consequences.
John Charles, medical. If you can't change your attitude, please say you just came from Charles John. Bye. Thank you. If your mother gave back to you halfway, you would have been called a still baby. Ungekuwa either kifwa, uvurutwe na makazi wote. Give me the waist. Let's go.
Simamie peke yake. Sawa, nisimamie.
It's not showing the waist. You know,
nisimamie. Hiyo nisimamie, usichange.
There is happy hormones
lying
around here. That's why you see me dancing always. As a woman, you have to twist the waist. Hata kule kwingine you must twist the waist. Okay, let's go. Wazazi vipi? Simameni bana.
After that much energy, I don't know if I'll match up. So maybe don't judge me by the same standards. But I promise to try. At least I'm looking the part, right? Yeah. So we'll start from that. Thank you so much for your patience, parents, the graduating class, John Charles officials. This day makes me very happy because this journey is very personal to me. The next session we're about to move to is actually where all the focus is at. I'm about to introduce somebody who's very special to me at a personal level, to this institution and to this school. Now, the next session is for Madam Ceremony, and I will say a very short story. She asked me to, not assume that part.